What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Not sure if this is a group or an individual, I'm not sure. I'm going to assume group. I'm going to assume that. I don't have any information, so I'm just going to go with what I got here. Making their debut on the channel tonight. We have Carpenter Brut. Yes, indeed. How about that? Carpenter Brut making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Wencho101, and this is actually Wencho's prioritized request for the month of August for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Wencho. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Wencho wanted to see me react to this song by Carpenter Brut called You're Mine. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by G4F Records, okay? And the video has 8 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Carpenter Brut, You're Mine from 40 original soundtrack. Okay. No idea what that is. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It's all digital. It's all synth. It's all processed. If I didn't know any better, I'd say this was a It's either one of two things. It was used for a soundtrack in a really bad 80s action movie, or it's being used in a late 90s, early 2000s video game. I'm not sure which. Not sure which, but it feels like one of those two things. It did say it's from a soundtrack. So could be a video game soundtrack, could be a movie soundtrack. I don't know, but either way, it works. Yeah, I'm not impressed. I am not impressed at all. I've heard it done better. I've heard it done cleaner. I've heard it done with fuller sound, more modern sound. Unless they're specifically intentionally going for that 80s sound. If that's the case, then more power to them. But this does not impress me. It really doesn't. I've heard far, far better. So anyway, let's keep going here. Time's left. Ugh. 2 minutes. Ugh. The 6-minute long song. Really? Ugh. 6:16 to be exact. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, this is absolutely not up my alley. At all. At all.
Turn it off. Turn it off!
There's just, okay, I'm just going to say it right now. There is absolutely no way that this is going to get a good score. There's no possible way. There's no way in hell this is going to be in the 9s. I can tell you that right now. 8s, no way. 7s, very doubtful. 6s, I don't even know about the 6s. I think the highest score we might be able to get out of this is the 5s. But even then, I'm not sure. To be honest with you, folks, I really don't want to push the play button. I'm procrastinating right now. And I fully admit I'm procrastinating. because I really don't want to hit that play button because I don't want to listen to this anymore. This is I'm over it. I'm already over it. It's very, 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 very repetitious, and I am not digging it.
That's how I feel.
I know it's, and there's a sad thing. I know it's from a silver tier member. I know it is. I understand it's from a silver tier member, but as I have explained to everybody who's ever joined the silver and gold tiers on the Patreon page, just because you're on the silver and gold tier does not guarantee you anything other than the benefits that you're getting from being on the silver and gold tier. It does not guarantee you any type of favoritism when it comes to, things you ask me to react to. It does not garner you an automatic 8 or 9. I'm sorry. No, it does. That is not the case. I've been very clear about everybody from that, with that from day one. As soon as they join, I send them a message. I say, hey, this is how the gold and silver tiers work. There's no guarantees other than the fact that I guarantee that I will get to your prioritized request the following month. That's the only guarantee. There's no guarantee that I'm going to enjoy it.
That's the truth.
This is definitely one of those cases. I'm really considering turning it off. I really am. I really don't want to listen to this anymore. I don't. We got almost 2.5 minutes to go. God, man. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Hit play, hit play, hit play, hit play, hit play. Come on, you can do it. Hit play, hit play, hit play. Thank God it's over. Oof. Oh, that was rough. That was rough. That was very, very rough. I need to give this some thought. I want to give it the highest score I can, realistically. But at the same time, I just don't see how I could possibly go very high with this. I don't see how that's possible. So let me think about it. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Carpenter Brut with Your Mind. This was a request from Wencho 101. And this was actually Wencho's prioritized request for the month of August for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So there you go, Wencho. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. I thought about it and I have a score here. It's the highest score I could come up with for this song. Now, for any doubters out there who have been under the impression that, you know, or have the thought process of just because a request is made by a silver or gold tier member, that automatically means it's going to get an 8 or a 9. I'm gonna prove you wrong right now and tell you that nothing in this channel is guaranteed, other than what I tell you. You have the right to in those tiers. You know, obviously, if you're gonna be on those tiers, you are awarded certain privileges. Yeah, absolutely, but does not entitle you to a high score or a favorable rating or me pretending that I loved it. You know, especially when I really didn't. So for all the doubters out there, pay special attention. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 5.2. Yep, 5.2. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay. I swear, this song... I know it says it is from a soundtrack. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I believe it's from a soundtrack of one of two things: a really bad 80s B movie, or really cheesy 80s action movie, or it came from like a late 90s, early 2000s video game. I'm not sure which one it was. I'm not sure. But I can tell you this: it was not good. It was not great at all. It very mediocre at best. This was all synth. It was all synth. Everything was synth. And I know people are going, "What about that bass line? What about that popping and slapping bass line?" Folks, that was all keyboard. It was all keyboard. Everything we heard was synth. The drums, the bass, the synth parts, it was all done on keyboards. And the thing is, I've heard it done better. I've heard it done a lot better. Look at the soundtrack for the video game Doom. The one I've done a couple of reactions to that soundtrack. Was that all synthetic? Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, it absolutely was. And I was still really impressed by it. There was nothing impressive about this. The songwriting wasn't impressive. The execution wasn't impressive. This was a very one-dimensional, one-directional song. I mean, it really didn't go anywhere. It didn't evolve. And it didn't grow at all. It was just there. It just exists. And I'm just like, kind of reminds me of a toadstool, just kind of sitting there. It exists. What purpose does it serve? Except the toadstool actually serves a purpose. So I don't know. I mean, this song obviously serves a purpose too. It came from a soundtrack, but man, I just didn't find this enjoyable. I really didn't. I'll be honest with you, folks. I couldn't wait for this to be over. I was bored. I was absolutely bored. Now, what the people did, or what the individual, I don't know if it's a group or a person. Whatever Carpenter Brut is, what they did with the song, it was okay. I mean, it did the job, right? It got the job done. It's okay. But if you're gonna ask me if I think this was impressive, no. Nothing about this was impressive. Nothing about this was amazing. Nothing about this was fantastic or awesome. No, it was great? No, definitely not great. I mean, like I said, it did the job. It came off the soundtrack, so it obviously came in handy for something. Whatever that something is, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't enjoy this, and I didn't find it all that entertaining. I didn't find it all that impressive. So, yeah, 5.2. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So, 5.2, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.